Imagine waking up in a sun-drenched coastal town. The air is clean, the pace is slow, and your taxes? Just 7% for life. No loopholes, no gray zones, no offshore trickery. Just one of the most attractive legal tax systems in the world. And if that wasn't enough, the same country wants to give you citizenship. It sounds impossible, but it's real, and it's already changing lives. Most people think low-tax countries are shady, unstable, or require you to give something up. But what if you could gain everything: peace, safety, freedom, while paying less in taxes than you ever thought possible? You don't need millions. You don't need insider connections. You don't even need to renounce your current citizenship. All you need is information and the courage to act on it. Because right now, there's a program in place that allows foreigners to relocate to southern Italy, pay a flat 7% tax on their foreign income for 10 years, and then apply for full citizenship. Let's take this step by step. What is this regime? Who qualifies? What are the downsides? And is it really as good as it sounds? Let's start with the core offer. Move to one of Italy's designated southern municipalities, usually small towns in Calabria, Sicily, Sardinia, or Puglia. And you can opt into a flat 7% tax on your foreign income. That includes income from freelancing, pensions, dividends, investments, royalties, or remote work. No progressive tax brackets, no added capital gains, no social contributions, just 7%. Now, if you're from the US, Canada, UK, or Australia, your current tax rate might be 30–50%. Imagine dropping that to 7% legally. Let's run a few examples. Say you're a freelance consultant earning $120,000 a year online. Under normal tax rates, you might lose $35,000 to $40,000 annually in taxes. Under Italy's 7% flat regime, you pay $8,400. That's a $30,000 plus savings every single year. Over 10 years, that's $300,000 saved. And while you're saving all that money, you're living in a low-cost, high-quality paradise. But it gets even better. Italy offers free or nearly free public health care, subsidized university education for your kids, and some of the world's best food, wine, and landscapes. Want a 600-month two-bedroom with ocean views? Easy. Want fresh produce from a local market for $15 a week? Done. Now, let's talk about citizenship. After 5 years of residency, you become eligible for permanent residency. After 10 years, you can apply for full Italian citizenship. And as a citizen of Italy, you become a citizen of the European Union. That means you gain full rights to live, work, and travel in 27 EU countries. You could retire in Portugal, open a business in Spain, or study in Germany. It's all available to you, and you get all of this while paying just 7% tax on your income. This isn't a loophole, it's a feature. A deliberate policy designed to revive Italy's shrinking towns, which are filled with history, architecture, and charm, but lacking young working-age people. These towns are offering the deal of a lifetime. Move here, bring your income, pay a small tax, breathe new life into our community, and we'll give you peace, safety, lifestyle, and citizenship. But let's pause. This program isn't for everyone. You do need to live in the designated towns. You'll need to register your residency. You'll need to show your income comes from outside Italy. And you'll need to deal with Italian bureaucracy. It's not always fast, but it's navigable with patience or local help. You might be wondering, what about language? Do I need to speak Italian? Not at first, but over time it helps immensely for daily life, for integration, and eventually for citizenship testing. Many towns offer free or low-cost language classes, and local Italians are famously patient if they see you're trying. Now, who is this for? Remote workers making $50K to $200K plus retirees with pensions or passive income, digital entrepreneurs or YouTubers. Investors earning dividends or capital gains. Consultants, coaches, creatives. If your income is portable and you're tired of watching 30% to 50% of it vanish, you have options. Italy is one of the only EU countries offering both low taxes and an EU passport pathway, with healthcare, infrastructure, safety, and culture all baked in. Let's compare that to other tax havens. Dubai, zero tax, but no path to citizenship. Panama, friendly nations visa, but you don't get EU access. Thailand, great lifestyle, but unstable residency laws. Italy gives you the best of both worlds. Legal tax savings plus long-term security. Now, let's go even deeper. What towns qualify? Over 3,000 municipalities in Italy are eligible. These include breathtaking seaside towns, rolling vineyards, hilltop villages with castles and cathedrals. Some even offer houses for $1, yes, really, if you agree to renovate. You can live near the coast, in the countryside, or in artistic medieval towns with cobbled streets and mountain views. The lifestyle, slower, more connected, community-based, safer. If you're raising a family or craving a peaceful retirement, it's hard to beat. Let's talk cost of living. Rent, $400 to $800 a month. Utilities, $100, $150 a month. Groceries, $150 to $200 a month. Health insurance, $100 to $100 a month, depending on residency. You could live beautifully on $1,500 a month and still save money, especially with the tax savings. Let's not forget, Italy has world-class food, rich history, art, world-renowned fashion, skiing, beaches, vineyards, lakes. You're not just buying tax freedom, you're upgrading your entire life. Still skeptical? Let's meet some people who've done it. Linda, 52, a Canadian therapist earning $85K remotely, moved to Sicily. She went from paying $28K in taxes to just $6K. She now owns a home, attends Italian cooking classes, and plans to retire there. James, a retired teacher from the UK, moved to Calabria on a pension. He gets EU healthcare, enjoys a sea view, and his total monthly budget is under $200. These are real people, not influencers, not trust fund babies. Just people who made the leap. You could be next. So, what's stopping you? Fear? Comfort zone? Bureaucracy? All valid. But the biggest risk is staying where you're overtaxed, overstressed, and undervalued. The 7% regime isn't forever. As it gains popularity, the government could limit access or close applications. That's why the best time to act is now. The next step? Watch our full relocation guide video, where we walk you through how to apply step by step, how to pick the best towns, what documents you'll need, how to structure your income for eligibility. We even cover how to apply for dual citizenship without giving up your current passport. Subscribe now so you don't miss it, because there's one more country offering an even better deal, and it doesn't even require you to move. That's in the next video. You're not ready until you see it. So let's zoom out for a second. If someone told you that just by changing your address, you could keep tens of thousands of dollars more each year, live in a peaceful Mediterranean town, get access to world-class healthcare, raise your kids in safety, eat better, sleep deeper, stress less, and eventually become a citizen of one of the most powerful passports on Earth, would you really say no? Because that's not a dream. It's a choice. The old system told you that taxes were just part of life, that burnout was normal, that stress was the price of success. But that's not true anymore. Not if you're willing to do what most won't. Take the first step. Yes, it takes courage to leave the familiar. Yes, there's paperwork. Yes, there's a learning curve. But the reward is freedom, real freedom. Not just financial, but emotional, lifestyle, and legal freedom. The kind where you look back 5 years from now and think, why didn't I do this sooner? So if this video opened your eyes, don't just close the tab. Open a new chapter. Subscribe now for our full relocation breakdown. Because in the next video, we are revealing the other country that lets you pay even less than 7% and you don't even have to move there full time. It's legal, it's growing, and almost no one is talking about it yet. But they will. Because the global game of money, migration, and freedom has already begun. And the question is, will you keep playing by old rules or write your own?